Okay, welcome back, OIG family, to another episode in our AMA for the first one in 2023. Today, I'm joined by Mujtaba Arbi, who is the Chief Strategy Officer with DeQuEST. Welcome to the show today, Mujtaba. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me today, Spicy.
For sure. We got a lot to cover, and you guys already had an AMA with us before. But
Yep.
for those viewers that are just tuning in for the very first time, could you give them a little introduction to what DeQuEST is all about?
DeQuest is basically a gamified platform for Web3 gaming, and we offer different solutions. We have B2B solutions, B2C solutions, right? And we create these tools for games and platforms and for other projects to actually help them, uh, to, to actually onboard more users and actually engage with the community better,
Awesome.
essentially.
Awesome. And obviously, we're going to dive into that too. But let's just start with some big updates that you guys have had within the past couple of months. Your platform just had a big event in December with Illuvium using your new realms page. Can you tell us what are the realms and just give us a little more information on that?
Yeah, so realms are a really big part at DQuest, and I mean before we had our journeys product which was called Quest before, but now we've changed it to journeys, and now we've added realms, and we kicked that off with our Illuvium event in December, and they're sort of like these special game pages where players can find different things to do for a specific project or for a different game, right? And these things can consist of quests. They can earn points, they can have lucky draws, and these realm pages let players discover new worlds, take on tough challenges, earn rewards, all while feeling fully immersed in the game or the project they're actually looking into. So just recently, as I mentioned, we had this big event with Illuvium for Christmas. It was a month-long event. It is a really good example of how fun and unique the gaming experience can be made with our Realms product, right? So we worked together with Illuvium to make a really cool event, 28 days of fun challenges, special in-game rewards, and all that. And players could use our realm pages to join these events, complete the task, and actually earn rewards by completing these tasks in the realm page.
So, is this this event? Is it a one-time thing, or is this going to be something that's ongoing?
So for Illuvium, the December event was a one-time thing, but their realm page is still live on the platform, and we keep on updating that with new marketplace reward items and new quests on an ongoing basis.
So essentially, users can still go and access that website today to keep themselves entertained with quests
Yeah,
and whatnot.
yeah, definitely, yeah. So yeah, all our realm pages they normally get updated on like a weekly basis or a monthly basis with new prizes, new quests and stuff. Yeah.
And so for realms, I guess what are the points for realms? How do users get more?
Okay, so points form an important aspect of the realm system, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they work like more like you could think of like in-game currency or in-game money. So players can earn points by completing these quests or tasks or these challenges and activities within the realm. And these points can be then used to buy things from the marketplace of that realm. And the marketplace item consists of special content or special events or lucky draws, and these lucky draws can either be NFTs or tokens or any other thing the project wants to actually reward the participants with. So users can earn more points by doing these activities within the realm at these community events, and they can also earn bonus points by referring friends to the platform or by participating in the special promotions or events within the realm. So partners, they sort of reward their user base or the new users with these rewards within the realm, and it's sort of a nice sort of tool to actually gain more users, grow your community, and actually have fun while users do it, right?
So are these points more of a a platform specific tool, or is this something that users can use outside of the platform? Like, is this a native token of some sort, or how does it work?
Okay, so each realm has its own point system.
Mm.
So, for example, in the Illuvium realm, you have Illuvium points,
Mm.
and this is specific to the actual platform. So it's not a currency or a token or anything. So in the Illuvium realm, the Illuvium points in the Planet IX realm that just went live last month, you'll have Planet IX points, and then those points that you earn within the realms can only be used in that realm's marketplace. right? But also we also have a trophy system within these realms, and these trophies that you earn within these realms are soulbound tokens. So those are actually actual on chain. Those tokens can be tracked on chain to actually verify achievements that you've earned within these realms.
So there is a sense of communication between the different realms through the trophy system, is kind of what you're saying. Like,
Sort of in a way. I mean, so within these separate realm pages, we have like leaderboard systems.
mm-hmm.
So these trophies help you actually achieve your goals in terms of how many points you want to earn, and then you can compete with like fellow users in terms of how many points you're earning, right? Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. And with the introduction of other realms, there's probably a lot of incentive for other projects to join DeQuest
Mhm.
to get their own realms page. So how would they go about that, and what kind of incentives would they, be introduced to?
So if any project wants to work with us right now, it's because we're currently in the beta phase, so they can reach out to our team and talk about different possibilities or different ways they can sort of collaborate with us. So creating a realm page or a realm event usually involves us working with the project on a very deep level to understand the project's level, project's goal, sorry, the target audience, the special features that they want, and then we make a sort of a custom plan that actually matches these goals and shows off the project's best spots. So we sort of recommend to them what sort of quests or tasks they should put up on their own page, and we encourage them to put up more prizes, or we also recommend to them what prizes they could put up to actually gain a sort of good community engagement for that realm. And with that, we also provide our partners with access to an admin panel where they can fully manage their realm on the go themselves, right?
Wow.
So we're currently working closely with our partners that launch realm pages on the platform because, as I said, we're in the beta phase. So we try and make sure the process is smooth and we iron out any wrinkles on the go, so we can improve the platform as we go. And so the next step would be gaining all this feedback from our partners, refining the platform, and this will actually help us to have a way way more ironed out product before we have a major launch later this year for the platform.
Yeah, and that it's great that you're saying that you're looking for feedback. Essentially, the more users and the more projects start using this product, then the more experience you guys have, and the more fine tuned it becomes, right? So, all
Exactly.
around, better coherent product at is the end
Exactly.
result, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right now, like we wouldn't be here where we are without our partners and without our community. The community has been also super helpful in terms of telling us what's wrong, what's not right, what we can change and make better. Because I mean, without the community, beyond anything, if there's no community, there's no project, right? But
Exactly.
DQuest thrives on our community. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So, you touched on the tasks within these realms, and are they permanent or are they time exclusive?
So most of the tasks within a realm aren't permanent; they're mostly time exclusive. So each realm event or a quest within that realm has a specific duration and set of tasks that players can complete during that time. So once the event is over, the quest and tasks disappear, and they're no longer available for the players to actually do and earn points from. But as I said, there's new quests, there's new events that are happening regularly, all these realms that they go live, and we also have new marketplace items releasing on an ongoing basis to actually keep everything fresh.
Yeah, and essentially that just means that users need to check in more frequently to keep up to date with what's being released in terms of exclusive items as well as exclusive tasks, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for the DQuest specific realm that we have, we also have like a DQuest realm
Mm-hmm.
on the platform. We're actually giving away a Goblin Town NFT, right? So that's a pretty big price for doing some tasks,
Yeah.
right? So you complete some tasks, you get into the raffle, and you can actually be lucky and get the NFT. And same for the Planet IX realm. We have so many sort of prizes that we were giving away last month for the event, and we're also going to be putting up new prizes. So every single day, it's a fresh experience in a way, right? It's literally, I would say, comparable to how the crypto blockchain experience is, where every day there's new news, it's everything, something else is getting hacked, right? There's always something new going on.
No,
So it's
that
the same with DeQuest. Yeah,
for sure, for sure, and yeah, there's definitely a lot of news, especially with the markets these days. But it's
yeah,
it's great to see that you keep it fresh, you keep it exciting, and that's what ultimately brings users back. The reason I come back is because I want to see something exciting every time I'm on the platform, right?
exactly.
So let's talk about the Meta Passport, and
Mhm.
what is that exactly?
So you can sort of think of it as like a digital passport that allows the users who use our platform to access different metaverse experiences and use the DQuest avatar across different games and platforms. The DQuest avatar, I just want to point that out, is sort of like a digital version of the user that can be customized and used in different metaverse experiences. So the meta passport and the DQuest avatar work together to give users a smooth and consistent experience across different metaverse experiences and games. So the meta passport it also allows users to earn rewards and points, which can then be used to access special content or experiences across different platforms, which
Mm-hmm.
will be announced in the near future, obviously. And as users earn more points, they can also level up the meta passport, which unlocks new rewards and experiences along the way. So so the way I summarize it in the start as a digital passport, it's literally your passport with all your soulbound tokens in it, with all your achievements that are trackable, so you can use that across different metaverse projects or GameFi projects, right?
So how does the Meta Passport, I guess, allow you to use those tokens in other platforms? Is it interoperable in some sense, or how does it achieve this?
Yeah, so I mean, because all these Sol One tokens are on chain,
Mm-hmm.
any project can sort of use them because it's easily trackable on chain, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if a project sort of a game wants to track, for example, let's say, um, is this user a big into games? Does he play a lot of RPG games? And someone has this RPG Soulbound token attached to their Meta Passport, and it's on chain, and they would know, this person has these many hours because they earn this trophy, so this Soulbound token trophy, so they can track that within their ecosystem, right?
Yeah, and I guess by doing that, you get a unique experience catered to you and your achievements every time you venture into a different metaverse or a different platform using your DQuest avatar. So it's really cool that
Exactly.
it really, again, it's all about catering to the user, but it's just bringing it down to such a level of detail that we're not used to in the past, right? Just by
Exactly.
by what you're
Exactly.
saying, just by playing an RPG game, the platform recognizes the intensity that you play that game and how far you've gotten in that game, and caters the experience to that metric, which is really really awesome to see.
Yeah,
Um,
it sort of like works. Like, you can think of these trophies or these Soulbound tokens as these badges you would earn on like Steam,
yeah, yeah.
but the difference is these tokens are on chain. They form part of your actual identity that you
Hmm.
actually have ownership of.
Awesome, awesome. That's really cool stuff. So, what do new users on the platform need to take part for Quest and Realm events?
So really, it's not much, to be honest. All they need to do is just create an account on the platform, and by when I say create an account, all they have to do is connect their wallet, right, and they're ready to go. They can start playing quests and realms events right away. After that, they can connect their social media accounts for more, sort of like a personalized experience and a more rewarding experience as well. Because some of our quests within these realms include these social tasks where if you connect your Discord, if you connect your Twitter account, you actually earn points for that realm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, exactly. So, and the best part is that they actually get to pick their own skill path, like being a mage or a warrior or a miner, and go on adventures tailored to that specific path, right? And once they're all set up, they'll have access to a whole world of fun prizes, chance to also hang out with cool community members in our Discord. We have this, huge community. We're always having fun, always doing events in the Discord as well.
And you touched on the setup. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. Is that the same case for the Meta Passport and DQuest Avatar?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all you have to do is connect your wallet, and like and the platform guides you across. It guides you with everything you need to do. So it's a very clear cut sort of process, right? So you don't get confused in the on the platform where it's not like you ever stop and you're like, what do I need to do over here, or what needs to be done. The platform always guides you in terms of this is what you need to do next. And if you pick a sort of like a path for your warrior, like mage or warrior miner, then your sort of skill level or your skill path is sort of determined through that, and then it recommends you what sort of quests you can do based on what you like to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of a nice sort of user experience the user gets, and our platform, needs to have this good user experience. There's a lot of platforms out there that don't have that good user experience, and users get confused. Even though if the platform looks nice, the platform looking nice doesn't mean it's sort of easy to use, right?
Yeah. For sure, and it's really great to hear that you say that it's literally the platform that guides you through the steps that to get you set up, as well as to get you to enjoy the game, to actually experience the game. And I think
Mhm.
that that's what this industry is lacking a lot of right now, and it has been for a while. Is it's just guidance, right? Making it easy for users to hop on and really have a fun time without reading pages of FAQs and going through all these different channels to just figure out how to have fun. You guys kind of just
Exactly,
bring them
exactly,
in and get them
exactly.
started.
Gamers want to have fun. That's it. The gamers want to get, they want to play games at 12 a.m. with their friends, like, right. That's all they want to do, right. And
Yeah.
if we create this sort of nice platform for them to play games, but also actually have another fun experience tailored for those games, it actually creates a better sort of experience for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very true. Very true. So I guess let's talk about some other products that you're working on for your platform. Like, what can you tell us about the near future or even long term?
Yeah, so currently we're doing a whole lot of stuff, even though it is sort of like a bear market, quote unquote. It's
Mm-hmm.
we're always building away, right? So right now we're always on the lookout for new partnerships that we can bring more awesomeness to the actual platform as well. So we'll be hosting more AMAs. We're partnering up with these new projects to explore more endless possibilities, and in exploring the metaverse together with them, and we're focused on education and entertainment together, right? So yeah, so currently, yeah, you can expect like more realms to go live, a lot more prizes that are lined up for these realms, and a lot more really cool platform updates that are releasing really soon.
Awesome. And just talking even more long term into the future, do you have any like key dates for our users to look out for that may be of interest within the next couple of months?
So, I mean, for this year, I can give you a sort of like an idea.
Yeah.
So this year, we are looking to do a full public launch of the platform.
Wow.
So we want to move out of this beta phase and actually bring users a fully fleshed out product based on what they recommended to us and based on what our partners recommended to us, right? So they can look out for that. They can look out for a full platform revamp. So in terms of like UI, user experience, everything, it's going to look way more, I would say, more is gamery a word.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
More sort of gamery, like more modern as well,
Yeah.
slick, I would say. So they can expect that as well, and they can also expect our token launch. We like It's sort of like a sidetrack, but we didn't focus on the token launch before we actually made the platform go live, right? We started off with the alpha stage, the beta stage. We're currently in the beta phase, and we did that because we want to build our community from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
Most projects, they sort of launch the IDO first, they get the token out, or they get the NFTs out, and then once those tokens or NFTs go down in value, most of the community were investors, so they actually leave
Yeah.
after that happens, right? So we did it the other way around. We're building our community first before we do a full token launch or NFT launch or anything like that, right?
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. I mean, even from our perspective as as the VCs in one of the largest VCs in the game, we've seen many projects come out with the tokens first before like more of the promise with this token more than the actual product being ready, and focusing, like you're saying, focusing on the user base, and building that Discord community. It's a powerful thing because at the end of the day, those are the people that are going to be using the platform, and ultimately the thing that stands the test of time and as well as bear markets are your user base. It's not how many people hold on to their tokens, right? It's how many people are using the platform, right?
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah, most platforms, like you say, like they overpromise and they underdeliver, right?
Yeah,
We're delivering first, and then we want you to, decide for yourself if we have delivered as you wanted us to deliver.
yeah,
And then we're saying, here's a token. You want to invest, you can invest, right? The whole tokenomics part comes later down the line, right? And also with some of these games as well, they focus on the tokenomics part more instead of the gameplay part.
yeah,
Gamers don't care about tokenomics; they care about gameplay,
yeah.
right? So if you're focusing on the tokenomics part and the gameplay is trash, then obviously you can see where that would lead to, right?
So you talked about a couple big things. I mean, with the obviously like we're speaking of right now, the token launch, but also a revamp of the whole platform almost.
Mhm.
So is that mean like the game's gonna look different from what we see today? Are we gonna be able to use the things that we earn today in the game of tomorrow?
Well, so I mean, the main point of the full revamp. So there's the full revamp consists of multiple sort of steps, I would say, right? So there's the user experience part, and then there's the sort of functionality part, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first step that we're thinking about releasing first would be the actual UI UX of the platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the functionality part, we're already sort of updating that on an ongoing basis. So it's not like we'll have like one whole major release together for the functionality, because we've been working on the functionality since we've started out with DeQuest. We've been adding new functionality, we've been adding new features, all these new integrations with like other platforms and stuff. So I've been working on that at an ongoing basis. But for the actual sort of UI and UX, that sort of has remained the same for most of last year as well. So the sort of UI UX release will be a major will form a sort of major part of the next platform revamp, I would say.
Awesome, awesome. And yeah, no, that's great to hear. I mean, like I'm sure a lot of users watching this right now are very excited to see more things out of DQuest. Um, for all of our users too, you know, as a reminder, there's still so much to do, even with the final product, let's say, yet to be released. So going to DQuest, like and interacting with the platform through realms, through their website, and where can users get more of DQuest?
Yeah, so right now we have these two main products, like I said, like Journeys and Realms, right? And Journeys, it's more focused on the educational sort of tasks and quizzes, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
so they can learn more about these games and these projects and stuff. And on the Realms, it's more about games or projects trying to grow their community user base, right? And both these products, like Journeys and Realms, we're continuing to release more and more products, right? And we're also refreshing all the prizes we're putting out as well. So I mean, yeah, I mean, like, with DQuest, it's sort of like a ever going experience. Like you come to the platform, you sort of come to learn something, but then you stay for the actual experience,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay. So let's switch gears here and move over to our Twitter questions. These are questions that were asked on our Twitter account on the announcement for this AMA. The first question we got here comes from a person who asks, gaming and NFT are exponential growth. As we can see, lots of global companies are jumping onto the market. But among tons of games and projects, what are your superior features that make you stand out from the others?
So, I mean, a platform like DQuest you won't find everywhere, right? It has special features. Like for example, with our Realms pages, you might encounter a lot of projects that have this sort of quests or tasks that you can do, and then you can projects can use to actually grow the community. But what sort of differs from us and them is that we actually have this marketplace integration where users can actually uh, monetize their sort of time in a way, right? So they complete this quest and these tasks, and then they can monetize what they've been doing on the platform. And in addition to that, they can also learn more about the project by doing these journeys and actually get into a project before just diving straight in without knowing anything that's going on, right? And in addition to all of this, like I said, you also have these soulbound tokens that we're actually utilizing. We're actually one of the first projects to utilize soulbound tokens in this cool way, where we're actually tracking user activity on chain.
Wow. Wow, so that's impressive. Let's move on to our second Twitter question here. And this comes from a person who asks, In these overall bearish states of market, did you face any challenges while developing this great project? Are you facing any challenges currently, and how do you manage these challenges that you're facing?
Mhm. So I would say one of the biggest sort of challenges that every other project, every other good project or bullish project is facing right now is sort of investment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we did have a good amount of pre-seed investment last year, and we do have a lot of good VC partners, but there were these small hiccups that had happened during the course of last year that were sort of like speed bumps for us, right? And obstacles that we had to get over.
Mm-hmm.
We all know about the whole Luna crash. We know about the whole, and then once that was over, we went to the FTX crash, which was also a really big one.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of VCs as well that got kind of dusted in those phases. So yeah, that those did make us have these hiccups as well. But most of our VCs, they're doing fine, right? We actually have good lead investors. So the way we sort of navigated that was just keep building. We keep on building, we keep on delivering, we keep on showing these VCs, we keep on showing everyone in the community as well that DQuest isn't going away. We're here to build a bear market to bull market. We're staying, right. So yeah, we've been just releasing new product updates, new platform updates. VCs are happy with us right now. And we're also going to be opening up our next seed round of investment as well with these VCs.
Awesome. So, I mean, obviously, just like you said, everybody kind of goes through this pain when, or this challenge rather, when they're going through the building phase of a project, and especially during the bear market. But it's good to know that you still have positive cash flow, and you guys are still pushing on ahead. So it's not like these challenges really hindered your progress, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. The sort of main thing is sort of to actually keep your head in the game, right, and not get
exactly.
distracted by all the noise happening around you.
Exactly, exactly. Wise words, honestly, for everybody here. Awesome. So that was the two questions that we got from our Twitter question segment. So we appreciate those users, and they will be reached out to receive the reward for getting their questions picked for this show. So let's kind of conclude here and just we touched on a lot of awesome parts of DQuest, and obviously there's a lot still on the way. Where can our users go? What do you suggest for newcomers to do? How do we just get more of DQuest?
Mhm. So you can visit our beta site, so beta.dequest.io, and it's you open it up and it's sort of easy, very easy to follow. Once you sign in, everything is there pretty nicely, I would say, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can also visit our Twitter as well, dequest_io, so you can get all these product updates that we've been doing and stay up to date. Yeah, so yeah, the main point I would say you will start is on our beta platform, so beta.dequest.io, and we have our links there as well for our Discord, for our Twitter, and our other communities as well. So you can always stay updated. You can also collaborate with other like-minded gamers and stuff. Have some fun while you're actually participating in all these events on the platform, and also participate in our Discord events as well, as in gaming sessions and tournaments and all that kind of stuff going on.
Awesome. Well, uh, again, Mustaba, thank you for so much for joining me on this AMA today, and
Thanks for having me, man. Yeah,
yeah, it was a pleasure talking to you, and we can't wait to speak to you again. Hopefully,
awesome,
within this year.
awesome. Thanks, Faisy.
Take care, man. Bye.